Hi everybody, I'm Chad. This is Yoonji,
안녕하세요.
my translator, my friend. So we're here to talk about failure today. And so we are doing this video it's called the Failure Expo. The idea is failure is actually necessary. It's a good thing, but not all failure is equal. So they've been running the Failure Expo for about 5 years now. I think this is the 5th year that it's happening. And they talk about different kinds of failure. They've been studying, researching all the different kinds of failure. One thing that they say is, failure is the mother of success, but all failure is not equal. You can fail and it can be not a useful thing, or you can fail and turn it into a good thing. So a big thing that they do is analyzing the different types of failure, researching failure and how it helps people grow. One question I have for you as we get started, how is failure perceived in Korea?
For me, it's kind of embarrassing to fail.
Yeah.
But at the same time, 실패는 성공의 어머니.
Yeah.
Like you just said, I've heard it so many times growing up. But I feel like it's not that common to say that in the States.
It's not really. Maybe it's similar because in the States it feels like we have this mentality of everybody says it's okay to fail, but nobody actually wants to fail. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I am for sure. I do not like to fail. I don't like it at all. But one thing that I really like with the Failure Expo, I guess, this year is the second Retry International Forum that's going on in Korea. And so they study about kind of why failure happens and how we can take advantage of it. They have some really excellent speakers. We're going to post links in the description, but there are some really great speakers that are going to come to the International Forum, talk about failure, not just failure, but how failure can be turned into a positive. And the theme of it this year is ConnAction. So again, we'll post a link below. We'll have some more information that you can find about that. I think it's such a good idea just because failure is a part of everybody's life and it's not something we should be afraid of.
Yeah.
And for me, for a long time, and probably I still am, just failing in a lot of things, right? It's scary, it's hard. So I think this is a really good event that they're putting together, and I think the study that they're doing is really important.
I hope they can find a great way to deal with failure. I know there isn't. I hope there is like a formula, 공식. So when we fail, just pick back up and do it again.
Yeah.
And I bet it's gonna bring a great impact.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to participate how I can from the United States and learn as much as I can from that. 재도전. I love that so much because you can fail and you can quit.
Right.
Or you can fail and you can try again. I don't know if I've shared this with you before. And we know each other very well. We've known each other for a long time. But when I first started learning Korean, it was really, really difficult for me and really stressful. And I really wanted to quit. The context of me learning Korean, but the viewers maybe don't know, is that I was getting ready to move to Korea for 2 years. And so I was studying Korean for a couple months before leaving. Studying Korean, I mean, they're writing the alphabet on the board and I'm just like, what's going on? I can't understand anything. We had a class of, I think, 12 students that were all going to Korea at the same time. And I was the worst. I was definitely the worst.
Are you being humble or are
No,
you...
I was actually the worst.
Oh.
And it's because I was so stressed that I couldn't even think, I couldn't focus. And I was so close to quitting and just giving up. I thought for a few weeks, I was like, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna go to Korea. Korean's too hard. I'm too stressed. I can't do it.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know this, huh?
That's just very surprising because 체드 한국말 진짜 잘하거든요. Oh, wow, that's very interesting.
Obviously, I didn't quit. I remember getting to Korea and I couldn't understand anything. So it's not like I got better and then went to Korea. I mean, I was still bad and then I went to Korea, right? When I got to Korea, I remembered this is why I'm learning Korean. It's so that I can come to Korea and communicate with the people here. And everybody was so nice to me. I'd say 안녕하세요. They're like, oh my gosh, so good. They probably didn't think I was good, but they thought, wow, look at this guy trying. Look at him making an effort. And that really gave me the encouragement to keep going. I feel I failed. I totally failed to learn Korean in the United States. I couldn't do it. And then I got to Korea and I retried. And not only did I retry, I tried in a different way. Before I was kind of studying out of books in a classroom setting. And then when I got to Korea, I was trying conversation. So for me, I learned from my failure, what I'm doing doesn't work. I need to do something different. And
Right.
that's how failure helped me.
You found a new different way.
Yep. You've obviously learned English. How has that been for you?
Very tough.
Yeah.
Still
It's hard.
tough.
How did you first started learning English?
So I moved to the States to go to college, you know?
Yeah.
And we learned English growing up. So I was pretty good at reading and writing.
Yeah.
But when I was put in like the classroom, I just could not understand what the teachers were saying or what classmates,
Yeah.
like friends were saying. It was very tough.
Yeah.
So I, just like you, I had to find a different way that works for me.
Yeah.
And one of the ways I tried was watching American TV,
That's
American
awesome.
shows.
Yeah.
What I watched was Vampire Diary.
I've never even seen that.
You've never seen
No,
that
I've
one?
never watched it.
And just I try to spend a lot of time with Americans
Yeah.
or just any non-Korean speakers. I had to fail so many times. I actually failed English 201. But now I still am not the best speaker, but I feel a little more confident because I've lived here long and I tried a lot of different ways and mostly I didn't give up.
I think that's the biggest thing. And it's amazing to me that you went to college in English, because even now, if I had to do college in Korean, I would fail every single class, I'm pretty sure.
Good thing you don't have to do
Yeah,
that.
I know. Luckily, I almost quit studying Korean and I almost never went to Korea. I think about how different my life is now because I went to Korea. My YouTube channel, the job, the company that I work at now, that's from somebody that I met in Korea. Some of my best friends in the world I've met through my time in Korea. We would have never met if I
Yeah.
didn't go to Korea, right? There's so many things that would be different, and Korea has brought so much like positivity to my life. I try to go to Korea like every year. I've just benefited so much that it actually is a little bit scary for me to think about, what if I quit? What would my life be like now if I quit?
What if you never knew kimchi?
Yeah, what if I never had kimchi, right? That's what I like to focus on when I want to quit, when I don't want to try again, when I don't want to learn something from failure, is I focus on that you didn't quit before and look how important it was to your life. I'm still learning Korean. 한국말 조금 할게요. 조금 연습해야 돼요.
체드,
네.
한국말 뭐가 제일 어려웠어요?
시작했을 때? 아니면 지금?
다 합쳐서.
다 합쳐서? 아마 저한테 듣기 제일.
정말?
네.
내가 그럼 빠르게 말하면 체드 이해 못해.
이해할 수 있는데 어려운 단어 쓰면.
오케이.
네, 어쨌든
오케이.
저는
네.
아직까지도 한국말 배우고 있는데 너무 힘들어요, 솔직히.
근데 잘하죠.
아니야. 이렇게
왜냐면은
간단한 대화를 하면 자연스럽지만 조금 더 어려운 토픽으로 이야기하면 힘들어요.
주식 시장에 대해서
뭐요? 주식시장?
주식 스탁 마켓.
스톡 마켓. 네. 그런 토픽 하면 한국말 진짜 못하는 느낌이에요.
근데 체드가 요즘에 미국에 있었잖아요. 쭉.
네.
한국 사람들 많이 만나지 않고.
그쵸. 그래도 연습해야죠. Even though I feel like I failed a lot, I still don't like failure. I don't. When I speak Korean, I really don't like to do a bad job. And it's like a little bit embarrassing, or like, and it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, but that's just how I feel. I just really appreciate what they're doing in this forum. And what they're
진짜.
with this conference. It's so important. It's so important. I think it's some of the most important work that can be done. I'm happy to be a part of it, and hopefully in years coming, I would love to participate more. It's really awesome. I just think this idea of trying again, and now that it's become an international forum rather than it's just, this within Korea thing, I think we're going to learn a lot, and I think there's a lot to be gained from failure. But also, I love what they say that, not all failure is equal. How do we turn failure into a positive? Because not all failure will be a positive unless we do something about it. Right? Thanks for joining today, Yoonji. I'm gonna keep failing it Korean. You keep failing in English, and we're gonna get better as we do it. We're gonna turn it into an asset, turn it into a positive.
네. 한국말 언제든지 연습하고 싶으면은
네, 알겠어요.
도와드리겠습니다.
네, 좋아할게요. Okay, thanks so much. Bye.
감사합니다.